Back to Crossroads. Robots play a key role in the modern military, especially with the Israeli Defense Forces.
Our senior defense correspondent Shai Ben-ari sat down with a senior robotics official to find out how the IDF is embracing this new technology.
Robots, they're here to stay. And when it comes to military battlegrounds, they're becoming increasingly important. The Israeli army recently revealed its latest development in the field, which at first glance looks ordinary enough. But this autonomous armed Hummer can operate with no driver. Developed in cooperation with Israel Aerospace Industries, it's controlled by a remote human operator who can be nearly 2 miles away. The intention is that vehicles like this one will patrol Israel's borders, but the soldiers can't go home. They'll still be needed.
Robots will never replace soldiers. There will always be soldiers. Robots are another tool in the toolbox we give our troops. The robot allows us to draw back our soldiers and enables them to improve their judgment as they are not in the middle of the battlefield with the pressure of coming under fire and so forth.
Lieutenant Colonel Leon Alteretz is head of robotics for the Israeli Army's technology branch. He says not to expect armies of robot soldiers anytime soon.
It's very difficult for us humans to accept that robots could replace us. That's why in all armies, our army, the US Army, NATO armies, robots serve only as props.
This robot, codenamed Roni, is one of those props. It is designated for use in urban environments to support combat troops. It can go up and down stairs, as well as into tunnels. The capability exists to arm it as well.
This robot is in widespread use. It's carried by a single soldier. It's very light. It doesn't weigh down soldiers who already have to carry heavy burdens. The goal is to have first contact take place between the enemy and the robot, and not the enemy and our troops.
The developers, however, would like to take these technologies a step further.
Our desire is to provide artificial intelligence to robots for the sake of all the tasks they're used in. Today we can take one of these vehicles and drive it. The vehicle can then study the way we drive and later imitate us.
We asked Lieutenant Colonel Alteretz if he wasn't concerned things could get out of hand.
Not at all. In the past, we also saw many things that were feared at first, but that remained well under control in the end. We mustn't forget that humans are the ones who created AI, and I don't see these scenarios from the movies with robots getting out of control happening so fast.
Shai Ben-ari, I-24 News.
You know, it's interesting that they're talking about artificial intelligence in the report that was dismissed, but very recently a situation with Facebook and some chatbots developing their own language, which has sort of fueled concerns that we've heard from the likes of Stephen Hawkins. He says artificial intelligence is the biggest existential threat for humankind and will ultimately lead to our demise. And Elon Musk tends to agree. What do you think?
Well, once you get to the point where you have the artificial intelligence being married with these robots that can essentially patrol war zones, then I think you're in some trouble. But as long as there's some separation, hopefully we'll be fine. Hopefully.